We have a very special two guests in the studio, and you're going to be amazed at what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about something that is near and dear to the heart of West Georgians, but particularly the people in Haralson County and Tallapoosa. And we're very honored to have in studio the Hungarian Ambassador to the United States, Ambassador Takács, along with Congressman Brian Jack. Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Congressman Jack, if you would, kind of set the stage for us, and we're going to ask the ambassador a couple of questions. We don't have a lot of time, but
Sure.
What's special? This is a special day.
So Ambassador Takács and I have known each other for almost 6 years now, and you should know, Steve, that this is the farewell trip for the ambassador. His posting ends on Thursday, so he returns to Hungary after 6 years of service to his country, working in Washington as the ambassador from Hungary to the United States. So we've known each other for a long time. We've bonded over a shared interest in sports and politics, and it's very special for me to welcome my friend here to our district. And throughout this day, we've had a chance to honor the early Hungarian pioneers to our district. Late 1800s, very quickly we'll say late 1800s, Hungarian families from Pennsylvania moved down with the promise of 10 acres, I should say, a house and a buggy. And they were recruited by a guy named Ralph Spencer, who lived here in the late 1800s, to establish a winemaking community. So we've had a chance to visit the historical marker. We had a chance to visit the cemetery. We had a chance to visit the old rectory of the Catholic priest, Father Janishek. And after this, we're going to have a chance to go and do a celebration and a farewell reception for the ambassador to commemorate his service to his country, working with ours to make life better for all of Americans.
Ambassador, welcome to West Georgia.
Thank you very much, sir. I mean, it's a great opportunity to talk to the listeners of the radio. Thank you.
For our audience, many of us, including myself, for many years have visited the Budapest Cemetery. And until the last 3 to 4 years or so, it's been in sad disrepair. And tell us about what you see now and the efforts that I believe the church has made and others have made to refurbish and to bring it back to a state that it should be.
Yeah, before answering your question, I'd like to express really my very profound gratitude to the Congressman Brian Jack for the very generous invitation, and also to the great hospitality of Haralson County authorities and the community here, including the Hungarian American community, who have been essential and very, very helpful to restore the Hungarian legacy in your great county, in the great state of Georgia. The Hungarian Community Church of Georgia and the members and the leaders of the Hungarian community very rightly decided to renovate what is left behind from the early Hungarians. And Hungarians kept coming to the United States even from the very, very early days. In the 19th century and early 20th century, many Hungarians would come to the U.S. In search for a better life. And many of them worked in the mines in Pennsylvania, in the Midwest, in Ohio. And specifically, the story behind the Haralson County Hungarian community is a gentleman named Mr. Spencer invited Hungarians to set up a winery, because we Hungarians have a history of winemaking. Winemaking is part of the Hungarian DNA. It's part of the Hungarian identity for 1,100 years. It's an old country, an old historical country. And I think they were very prosperous, and the business was booming until, of course, the already mentioned 1908 Prohibition Act, which certainly ruled out any future prospects for this specific wine industry. However, the legacy is left behind, and I'm very proud to come to this very beautiful, faraway place, far from my home, tens of thousands of miles from my home country, and find a cemetery in the beautiful forests of Georgia, named after the capital of Hungary, Budapest. And I'm very grateful to everybody here, the local community, the Haralson County officials, the Hungarian Community Historical Society, and to the congressman, of course, and his people for paying attention and keeping the legacy. And it's always a very heartwarming experience, and especially, as Congressman said, this is my last official diplomatic mission before I finish my tenure in the U.S., which has been a thorough joy and honor to represent my small country, but very historic country in this great nation of the United States.
You were able to visit the Keys Castle, the house for the priests, and really a magnificent structure, particularly when it was built. What was your impression of that house?
Yeah, I mean, it's again a reminder of the past and of the identity. A Roman Catholic priest brought here to keep the spiritual identity of the Hungarians as well, because I believe that this should also be preserved, the belief in God, and this is part of our identity and part of the common American identity as well. So it was a really chilling thing to go into a house and just think back about the history that could be captured there. And it's very nice that you keep these places, and I'm very grateful to all the individuals that put efforts into
Well,
it.
we'd like to take the opportunity to congratulate you on 6 wonderful years of service to the United States on behalf of your country.